let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business.
There's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh, my. Just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. Nobody know nobody. Nobody know nobody like you. Nobody know nobody. Nobody's gonna love me like you do.
But I'm frozen in motion, I'm an act of nature. Hey, traders. Welcome to the S&P 500 all-time high stream. Money printer go burr again. But not everything did well today, if you can even believe it. And I guess we're going to start with Bitcoin, right? Where Bitcoin is down 2.15%. $840. It had been selling off for the past freaking, what was it, 28 hours straight on the 4-hour. God, and maybe getting a little relief now, but an hour, 15 minutes, anything's possible. It looks like Matthew H. waited to the beginning of the stream for his Jesus Chimes. Here you go, dude. Thanks so much for joining. Welcome. And please be sure to see on the Patreon and Discord. Yeah, do that, man. Thanks, dude. Kings, man. So, right, Bitcoin down day, but that momentum's beginning to level off, round out a little bit for now, and approaching the golden zone, right? From the low to the high, right? From, you know, the lowest low to the highest high, we have our golden zone. And we've been talking about this for a couple days now, and you're finally getting to a moderate level where there might be a reversal or reaction, at least at some point, right? 382, 50%, 618. Okay. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. Not much. It's below all the critical supports. Looking left. You've been trying to hold the Elon Musk high from January 29th. Right, that was an Elon tweet. It pumped the entire market for a pullback. Made a higher low, then ran again. That higher low ended up being a trade setup. But yeah, that's where you are. Just a couple local old local highs, January 16th, January 19th, and Elon Musk, right? So just hanging out. I mean, this is really not a big deal. You have waves up, then you have waves down after the waves up. So you're just hoping we make a higher low, moderate common retrace, and then we test the top again. If we test the top again, then you start talking about partial decline stuff, this was the sign of strength right here. It's beautiful. What's up, Kirk B, man? Thanks for the 22. Yep. Oh, dude, ICX, man.
ICX
looks really good.
Hours. THX.
Like, I get it. It could fail and suck, but dude, I'm telling you, ICX, a few others, they're primed. I mean, break $1 for real, hold it, boom, gone. See it doubled up, $2. Also, listen to this, chat. All right, this happened. Hold on, let me. Who was this? Who did this? This happens sometimes. It's hilarious, man. I really appreciate it, okay? Sometimes I forget about it, but I'm going to play it, okay? 6 hours ago, I was not live, chat, at all, but Lucky Flute comes in and tipped $100. Yes, he tipped $100 6 hours ago, and it was around lunchtime, and he said, Hex, breakout? What?
Lucky Flute tipped $100. Hex breakout?
So because of that, Lucky Flute, I don't know if you're watching right now. You might be watching the replay or something. That's why you tipped early. Sometimes people can't get to it watching it live. Hex did have a very substantial
Hey Mitch,
move
what
up.
advice can you give to those who are 80% down and have watched 70 days of Laz's? It is so depressing. Are good things coming, bro?
That sounds like you might be your overall portfolio is overexposed to one market called crypto, but they're down 80% and you've watched 70 days of losses? Because I mean, like, what, the last 70 days of losses? I'm confused because, like, you were down and now it went up 40+% in value in a 7 to 8 day period. So so tired. I don't know, like, the context, because like I just said, the S&P 500, the collective macro, hit an all-time high today again. Like, it's been non-stop going up for the past 70 days. So maybe you should think about how to diversify and allocate your portfolio to be more, you need to participate in more than one market. And if it's really too tough, man, just buy the index fund. God, it's like. But other than that, I mean, have to continue investing in yourself and understanding risk management. You have to you want to start trying to learn and invest in yourself about cycles, corrections, divergence, exhaustions, significant time scales, insignificant time scales. I think you need to focus on that. Investing in yourself. And in the meantime, nothing wrong with taking the L and just buying a mutual fund. Oh my God. Because I highly doubt a mutual fund's down 70% or 80% in 70 days. That would have never happened to you in a mutual fund. That would never happen to you in a mutual fund even during COVID crash. So, oh, I'm shadow banned, dude. Thanks, man. Cool. Whatever. Gonna be shadow banned forever. You're the only people that are privy to finding me from now on. It will never happen again. There will be no more growth. Shadow banned. Something they changed the algorithms. There's something wrong. And I look at the analytics. It's so clear that they changed stuff. It's over, dude. I don't know. The growth period's done, and it's not about making static videos, dude. It's just whatever I do. It doesn't. There's not that much demand for it. Okay, clearly right now. Now wait till Bitcoin hits 50K. Maybe things will change again. Maybe they'll change the algorithm. I don't know, dude. Just like every day, I like go live. I'm like, someone's like, "You're shadow banned." It's like, shut the. I don't care. Let me try to focus on the charts. I'm gonna just stop reading chat. You know. Stop talking about it. I'm done listening to it. Okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to stop the stream? You want me to do something about it? I can't do anything about it, dude. So just forget it and like let the TA happen. So Ethereum that had closed 13 days in a row yesterday on the daily, right? Daily candle close. It finally broke a demand line. That's okay. And you know, sitting right at that $2,500 mark. And it's really not bad. It's down almost 4%, but about time, man. It's finally probably going to give up that streak today. This will be it, man. Looks like a bearish engulfing candle. It was a great run, man. It was an awesome run, but you got EIP 1559 coming out, I believe. You know, the London blockchain or whatever, the new algo, whatever. It's coming out, and it's like today or tomorrow, whatever. It's like soon. So sell the news. Type of situation. It ran up leading up to it, and yeah, why could a pullback not happen then? That's it. Someone telling me I'm shadow banned, how can that help me? I can't do anything about it, dude. So how is that helping? I'm just wondering, like I'm talking to you, Bryce, you asked the question. Or you said it. I'm trying to help the only way I kind of know how, and that's just like looking at charts, you know, trying to educate and look for low risk reward opportunities. That's me trying to help y'all, you know. So at a wick high from April 22nd, you couldn't break it. You spent a better part of 2 days testing it, and you didn't break it. So whatever, man, all is well. Just whenever it does pull back, just make a higher low than the previous discernible low, and all will be well. Then there will be forms of accumulation going on, because there is none. There really is none. From the low May 22nd to the lower low June 26th, and the technical lowest low July 20th. All right, you need to make a discernible daily higher low, and things will get a lot better. Okay. Great news on Ethereum. I hope the whole launch thing goes well. And Vitalik has a great day. So for Lucky Flute said Hex breakout. I mean, some sort of breakout, I guess. A huge bullish engulfing candle.
NVTA up 8.5% after hours. Dollar bill.
Yeah, the coin flip went the right way, the good way, right? Nice. But man, you know how many times the TA goes the wrong way on earnings? The coin landed the right way this time today, you know, on MVTA, where it was double bottoming, you know, bullish convergence, that nice line, really good variables technically, but you know, I've seen the same type of variables and then bad things happen. A gap down, it invalidates everything. So it's kryptonite of TA technicals. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, sometimes I'd forgotten that like they were gonna post earnings, post a trade setup, and then it was just like oh, someone said something about earnings. I'm like, wait, hold on. Maybe it's not a good idea, you know?
Hi Mitch. I hope life continues to treat you well. Can you please look at Schiller? Back testing a previous
Yeah, we looked at it
resistance
yesterday,
on the 4
I think.
hours. Also, hidden bullish divergence playing out on 4 hours and developing on the daily.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll look at it. We looked at it very recently. So Hexman, hidden bullish divergence, triple MACD hidden bullish divergence is in development on the daily, and I guess technically the RSI, if you're being like, look, you go that low, and then the much higher low with the slightly lower levels of relative strength, it's there, dude. You are still uptrending. You haven't even broken a demand line yet. You haven't even fallen below a critical previous discernible high from late June, mid-June. It's so unbelievably strong. It's just like, right? But we're always looking for like the real strong variables like pattern development or something. I mean, we talked about the 4-hour divergence. Yep, right, 1, 2, 3. And then the higher low came in, and we said it looked better yesterday than it had looked for many days, at least a week before. Right, finally, and I'm like, it's maybe a little bit more data, and here it is. I guess the daily bullish engulfing candle is a signal. It's a reversal signal from a pullback that's been going on since the buying climax, July 15th, man. So we're going on, like, we got 2 weeks of data here, and finally a higher low presented, and the 200 moving average tested as support. And look at that, I guess volume came in too. But yeah, any way you look at it, any kind of supply line was broken. Yeah, so I mean, lucky flute if you're out there in cyberspace somewhere. Nice. So let's see if it can sustain, because a daily bullish engulfing candle like that is and coinciding with sellers being exhausted. This could be it. This could be just another pivot on one of the best performing assets that exists on the planet right now. I mean, if we're talking about percentage gains, yes. Go ahead, find me something that's been better performing technically than Hex, the US dollar, and you can go to any asset class, any market. I'll be waiting. Remember, the entry of the trade setup, the first trade setup was 1 penny, 1.1 pennies. The exit was 9.7 pennies. And then another trade setup was right around 8 cents, and the target was like 18.8 cents. Everything that happens, all the bullish signals and all the bullish patterns that develop all play out and outperform when they do play out. It's a crazy asset, man. YFII, that's great and all, dude, but YFII is a joke compared to Hex in terms of if you scale. Yeah, today maybe. Congrats on YFII finally doing something after like a year being stuck in a range. Who cares, dude? Yeah, it's probably gonna go to 6K plus. We talked about that one. It was a massive technical breakout today. What's up, Ben Man? Serves you right for not watching the daily. What happened? Oh, dude, it's all good, man. Oh, not watching daily. No, dude, it happens, man. Like, it's not a big deal. It's like, we will look at it again because more data may have presented itself today. ND, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 420 super chat. Yeah, Luna Moon too. Again, I'm not talking about like today. I'm talking about over the past 6 months. You're not gonna beat Hex. But yeah. Like, I mean, Luna did show something very good before all this moonage happened on Luna, right? It was the higher low. You know, many assets aren't making higher lows on their previous discernible lows. They're catching nice reactions, but there were some, and are some, that were making higher lows than their previous lows locally. And those are the ones to watch, because that means accumulation. That's like definitive accumulation. You don't have that on many assets still. As we just looked at, Ethereum didn't even have true accumulation locally and made that lowest low. And Bitcoin. So Larry Bird.
Larry Bird tipped $25. Mitch, hope you are well, brother. Can we take a look at S-Bucks 4 hours?
We will, dude. Oh, what's going on? I look so pale. Like, my face is so bright. this is so weird, dude. Hold on. I don't look like a human. I look like a Zuckerberg robot or something. I don't know, man. Definitely weirded me out though. Just one of those days. Okay, anyway, moving on. Yeah, you have YFII. This is gorgeous, man. This is what happens. My God, this is why I have this.
See what happens, Larry? See what happens, Larry?
When you break a critical resistance, but before that, when you back test a critical support as support, and then you and then this is zone, and then you back test the top of it as support, bullish pin bar, and then you run up to the resistance, you test it, you absorb the remaining supply, and lo and behold, when there's no more supply available, boom, gone. And it even regarded for a couple of days this resistance zone too. So all the TAs respected, and now it's like gone. Like there's nothing here but straight up, down, until 64.72 on the daily. If you look at the weekly, it's probably some massive, colossal double bottom from November and May. November 2020 and May of 2021. And this was B. This was the bad action magnet move confirmation, or just not confirmation for the breakout. You know, where when you break B, high probability of much higher prices to 786s and 886s. Yeah. So incredible. Like YFI is doing awesome stuff. I wish YFI would do stuff like this, but whatever. It did. It hit $95,000 before it pulled back. Okay. So today you're getting TA from.
My name is JP. I'm a robot.
What's up, Bill? There, that's a notable gainer today. Cardano also doing some pretty cool stuff. Bouncing off of 128. It's like a mini inflection point. The price is correlated there multiple times. It's just not the major one. Anyway, major bullish engulfing candle on the daily developing. At its highest high of the day right now, as I'm speaking to you, positive momentum's building. You are now sitting in the bullish control zone at 62.2. You know 150 is coming. Like 150 is gonna be tested again. But the thing is, will it break this time? Because, good God, February 26th, March 18th, April 15th, July 4th, it's been resistant. Now, when you do break the level, very insane things can happen where it can gain 25 to 30% in value in a very short period of time. So that's the question. Is this a major double bottom occurring? I mean, look at it. This is, and you need to eventually now make a higher high. There needs to be a higher high than the July 5th high at 150. That just so we can invalidate any sort of disgusting, complex head and shoulders structure where you just you made the highs, the higher highs, the highest highs, and then the lower highs, the lower highs. You don't want that. Let's make a higher high. For God's sake, dude. Above the 200-day moving average too, that's great. Up almost 6% on the day, while most things are not up. That's right, Triple Alex. Yeah, dude, Amazon looking really interesting with a gap fill to boot above. Yep. And it's pretty freaking nice. It's like really proportionate to the previous valleys. I do like it on Amazon. We'll see though. We need way more data. They had an abysmal quarter, but think about it, man. You're Amazon. How could Amazon not have a bad quarter compared to last year? Last year was an anomalous year. Like that'll never happen again like that probably, unless they just lock everyone down again because they have control and they realize they can destroy the infrastructure of capitalism and whatever we have. You know, that's a deeper, you know, avenue we're not going to go down to. But I'm just saying, like, we're talking about Amazon earnings. Yeah, what do you think, man? So crazy valuations. You're not going to be able to compete with the previous year where there was a pandemic and you had the weight of the world's shoulders on the weight of the world on your shoulders as a company. What happened? So Dow Jones.eth, thanks for the 5, man. Make her look similar to Cardano. No, thanks, dude. Yeah, dude, it's like get furniture. If you tell me to get furniture, do you understand? Have you bought furniture, ordered a bunch of furniture in the past 6 months to a year? If you haven't, do it and let me know how it goes in 6 months. And then if you have, you probably would never be saying get furniture, because it's just like I'm waiting and waiting. I've been waiting 6 weeks on a freaking coffee table, dude. I waited 8 months for a couch. It never came in, and then I charged back and got my money back. The only thing, you get something, you have to make sure if you're at the furniture store that like it's on the floor and that's what you're gonna buy and they have it in stock. Never wait on orders now. Like, dude, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Cardano, man, looking pretty interesting. You break 150, boom, you're going to the, I mean, you're gonna go to like 183. You break 150. All right, so that was a nice gainer today. Let's look. Yeah, Link looks pretty freaking good too today, man. And it's up almost 3%. They just nonstop since it reacted. That engulfing candle's been going, but it's not making a higher high yet. Heading towards the resistance, $25 to $26, right? $25, $27. The zone is up there. Finally getting overbought today for the first time since May 9th. All right, let's go Link. It really was not showing a very clear sign of reversal at a critical area or anything. You know, it was kind of diverging in the end on the MACD, but yeah, that engulfing candle was great. Ushered it all in. The engulfing candle, chat, the one that Hex is presenting on the daily right now, the same type of an engulfing candle that Bitcoin just presented on the monthly chart. Monthly. And then 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin gave us a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. Then 3 days before that, and then the daily before that. Okay, so let's look at the smaller S coins real quick that pumped today. You have Luna. Yeah, man, Luna. It was the higher low. It's up, dude. You realize, right? July 20th, there were very few assets in the crypto space that were making discernible higher lows on the daily. They were all making slightly lower lows than their previous discernible swing lows. So Luna was different. And once Luna broke that critical high of 845, where did it go? It went straight up to the next level, 1160. Wasn't strong enough as resistance, and now it's breaking through a candle low close from April 21st, and it's at its highest level since May 19th. Beautiful, beautiful rally on this asset. Accumulation, chat. It's very important. It's a big deal. It's not a joke. Kava up 7%. Do you remember that time that Kava broke a resistance on the daily for the first time with a candle close yesterday? I remember. And then you got immediate fall through price action where this asset hit a high today of 674. Its highest price since mid-May, early May. And this is accumulation structure. This is even stronger than Luna. Maybe not outperforming, but definitely stronger where you have consecutive higher lows. And on the third low, the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. That is stupidly strong. You see stuff like that, man, really good things can happen. So you still have that breakout. All right, so one thing I did discuss with patrons last month about this asset, Kava, is yes, I'm not omitting to see it. It's there. You're gonna be like mind blown when this happens, okay? Don't be scared though. Don't be afeared. Where are you? What is this? Can someone tell me, chat, what exactly is this structure? Picture it on your screen. Oh my God. We got some answers rolling in, dude. Not as many as I'd want, but yeah. Some of y'all are right. Bearish Gartley is correct. Bearish Gartley. 60% retrace on B, a higher low on C, and then a 78% retrace pattern completion zone. So to me, why I'm not as concerned about this, and even if it did play out and it pulled back, it would probably just make a higher low. And then just listen to me here, okay? Why would I not be that concerned about a bearish Gartley in a long-term uptrend on Kava? Because what we know about uptrends on assets, Their bearish structures just don't perform that well. And they oftentimes can be invalidated and violated. So what you think about is, if Kava's really doing this accumulation thing, higher lows, and the market conditions that Bitcoin's been in, and it's flourishing while Bitcoin has been struggling, well, that's a good sign for the asset. Probably eventually the pattern will be busted, and what do they turn into? What do bearish, failed, busted Gartleys turn into? They turn into bearish crab patterns. With one pattern completion zone, it's not a range like a butterfly. The 1618 fib extension is your pattern completion zone, and that's all the way up at 1185-ish. Okay. That's why I'm not that concerned. I mean, again, it just had a really nice run and could pull back, retrace, it could back test 553, the old high ass support. It could even fall through it as long as it makes a higher low than the previous low. It's all good, man. The bear's crab. If the Gartley fails, it becomes a crab. Okay. And this makes sense just because it's so good of a performer compared to the macro. All right. Anyway, that was your Kava. That's looking exceptional. Matthew D was the one that kind of like was bringing that up and stuff in the community. I don't know, Lena. Let's look at Lena. I don't know. This one's up 18% today. Wow, dude. How could I? Wow. A bullish butterfly that didn't quite get to the 1618. Wow, what a recovery. Hey, what did this asset do that a lot of other assets that are larger didn't do? It made a higher low on July 21st. A substantially higher low than Bitcoin, than many other, even Ethereum. Hold on a sec. Let me, dang, man, I just don't scan this one that much because it's freaking. Chat, look at this. Unbelievable. Can't believe I missed this, but what are you gonna do, man? It's all hindsight now, but I don't care. I still love this stuff. Was it here? Yeah, that's it. That previous low to the high. And then what is this, chat? Could someone tell me what Lena ended up doing? Good God. I mean, that's textbook. That's real. That's undeniable. I'll bet it looks like stupid good on the 4 hour. I mean, it's pretty good on the 4 hour. Could be better, but yeah, you got yourself a bullish Gartley there. It's the almost butterfly, very close to butterfly, and the Gartley. Dang, man. So approaching a very critical inflection point. If ever broke it, see it 6.9 cents. Next level up there. Wow. Turning things around. Sescoin. Good stuff, man. There you go. It's the Gartley. Don't ignore these Gartleys, dude. They exist. They're real. They're real. Okay, so let's just look at the history made today on the S&P 500. Just so you can see it. On the 4 hour, but the daily, if you have to scale in pretty hardcore to see it. But this is it, dude. Never in history has the S&P 500 on the daily closed at $4,423.16. The old all-time high that was broken was 44.2234, and that was on the 26th of July. So good stuff, man. Just continuing to go burr. Money printer go burr. We had Pfizer, Eli Lilly, Charter, Simon Property Group, Oracle, ConocoPhillips, Wells Fargo, Gilead. Those are the top gainers in the S&P 500 today. Dow Jones was very close to an all-time high. What a recovery, though, where you were at the lowest levels you had seen since late July 22nd. And then what a resounding recovery. And then you closed almost at session highs. It was awesome. It was like big bamboozling from beginning to end of the day today for trading. So you were technically, if you talk about that previous high from May 10th, you did break out again today. You did it once, and then it was just, you gapped down the next day back into it, and you never could do it again. But now, another confirmed range breakout for the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's go, dudes. Let's freaking go. NASDAQ Composite did not hit all-time highs today, but had a nice bounce like everything else. 14,761. Looking strong. It's holding up, man. No big deal. It's not double topped yet. It's just, wow, what a freaking hyper bullish trend. Russell 2000. Dang, man. Talking about a little, I mean, a hammer in a weird context. It's like not hammers. You're looking for like bottoms and stuff. I mean, this is not really at a bottom. So, I mean, it's back above the demand line. It's holding the demand line. That's it, still in the middle of the range. So underperforming everything else, underperforming all other index funds, small caps, Russell 2000. Okay. Gold, man, didn't do much of anything yesterday, but KL is doing things with your trade setup. So anything above where you are, anything, I mean, like anything above 1800s, 1793, anything above the old supply line is fine. I really want to see gold get back above the 200-day moving average for real. It just has been unable to do that. So there you go, man. You got gold, but then you got Kirkland that's like doing exceptional. Look at this freaking structure, chat. I mean, it's beautiful. Up 2.66% today. It was such a good idea. What's up, Snipes, dude? Thanks for the threes. Kingsman. Oh yeah. Sorry, hold on a sec. Okay, so anyway, I don't know what happened to the other shoulder. There it is. It's wasn't visible on the daily. But yeah, dude, this was great, man. This was freaking solid. Just, I mean, the right shoulder lined up with the critical inflection point from November 29, 2019. And really well. It was very symmetrical with the left shoulder. It's still potential inverse head and shoulders till it breaks this neckline at like $45. But on its way, man. Let's see if this can sustain. There could be a lot of upside. Hey, man, you know what I like? Lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows again. And then springs, back test of springs that happen to be textbook inverse head and shoulders. Okay, nice one, dude. So we looked at gold and, you know. This is precious metals. I'm not sure if it's a miner or not, but fantastic. Song's kind of sounds like crap. I think I can barely hear it. So okay, I had a couple requests today. First one or second one was ICX. Let's look at it. Down 1.16%. That's okay. Look where it is, Larry. What's important is the levels. It's at $1.08 of 1 penny. That's where it is. It has broken out of its consolidation structure. It has market participants, or it seems that it is saying that the market participants, there's a confirmation that it bottoms in on this second low. But what's really important about the asset now is where it is. If you look left, with such little data we have, August 2018, December 2017, the price action above that level is insane. It doesn't do much of anything but go straight up, straight down. So like literally last time we were here, we're back here in January, February talking about this asset. What can happen if it breaks this? And it did exactly that. It even exceeded that by far. So I'm just saying, this is where ICX at $1 could go to $1.85 to $2 fast. Assuming, you know, Bitcoin, the macro holds up and it doesn't like crash, but you're talking about an asset that's like an M shape from its lows down here. 88% retraces, falling wedges, double bottoms, divergent C's. Dude, ice lines being broken and held as support. It's literally like everything you can ask for. ICX, you know, I mean, just technically. That's it. Okay, let's take a look at total real quick because we forgot to look at that, man. I like totals. I think I do. Below the 200-day moving average, even testing as resistance today while Bitcoin sold off 1.547 trillion. And we're talking about it very well go back test 1.48 trillion, and it almost did today. Now you're in this like upper middle part of a range, right? The upper middle part. What, 96 hours and change of just selling, kind of the lower lows. Yes, Zella Technologies was looking extremely interesting. Wow, low, dude, really? So yesterday, this is what we talked about. It was like, all right, why was it good looking? Because it was at an inflection point, and at the inflection point, it was showing that sellers were exhausted in some form, right? Hidden bullish divergence above the support, bullish, because pretty much historically, almost the only thing that happens is you go to $5. Now there is this one level at 327 we talked about for a second yesterday that you're at now. You ran straight up to it, but after hours you're up another 5%, $3.38. So the hidden bullish divergence at the inflection point's playing out. Continuation implied is happening, and you could go to 488 again eventually, or maybe not eventually, maybe just because that's what's happened on other days. It's crazy, man. Zella Technologies looked great yesterday and even better today. Okay, dude. Okay. Go to the next one. I think it might be the last one. The last request. Starbucks, they finally pulled back. Okay, Ms. earnings. It ran up 2 earnings. As that happens to assets, they'll have huge run-ups leading up to the event that everyone knows it's there. So they push the price up to the end and then they sell. And it's just been selling off. It gapped down. There's a gap of 126 and change, and it's just continuing to slide after that bad earnings report. You haven't seen one green day since it reported earnings, right? Every day has been a lower close than the previous candle close for 5 days, literally one trading week pretty much, right? So it's building negative momentum on the daily. I don't think there's any edge. The time to be looking at Starbucks was probably when it was trying to break a supply line and then break it and then back test not only the supply line as a demand line, but also a candle high close back from March 16th as support. Spring back test of spring, and it just so happens that it was confluent with another critical level right there. X marks the spot, June 30th, and look where you went from there. Yeah, those are really impressive. Those are times when impressive gains can be had when the price does these things, okay? Starbucks, there you have it, man. A pullback. Not really that weird at all. And where could it go? I mean, what has it done today? Wow. It actually closed. It was in trouble, man. It hit a session low of 117.52, but rallied with the collective market. The macro, remember S&P 500 closed at all-time highs, rallied with that. Closed above the candle high close from April 16th. At one time, it was an all-time high. So I guess anything above that's fine, man. Anything above that is fine. But there is certainly a gap to be filled at 113.37, so don't forget about it. But like, I can't be like, oh, great time to be longing Starbucks because it just had an awesome run, earnings wasn't good. And I mean, it can just make a higher low than July 19th and it can continue on up, sure. But we're talking about like strategic entries for longs at critical levels. Holy crap, you know, not as good. That's right, Matthew. What's up, dude? Thanks. Lebowski. Matthew Lebowski. Okay, that was the last request, if you can even believe it. I'm sure you can believe it. Okay, so I guess I'll just look at some assets that were good for me. I mean, I've been following these assets. I scan almost every day. And Under Armour, man. What was this? Is this the wrong Under Armour chart? It is. Hold on, let me look at UA. UA, dude. I mean, this was patrons. I mean, I posted this in charts only and was talking about the asset springing and holding the support here. You know that. But earnings did it, man. Earnings, you know, CEO Frisk over there, Patrick Frisk, doing things, man. Reported earnings today and popped really hard, but it gapped up, you know, on yesterday and on Friday. Multiple gap ups. Anyway, I mean, this is it. That's like, you want to talk about a critical level of support, an ice line, 1742, spring back test of spring, and then it went up, and now look at it. It's at the top of the range. Like, holy crap, you know, back from February. That's pretty cool to see it do that. What about ACST, man? This is a textbook bullish cipher pattern. The bullish cipher pattern was at a very strategic area. Why? Because if you look left, it's an ice line that goes back to August 2018, goes back to June of 2020. That is why it's so powerful. It was so powerful. What a good start. 4 hour, got a 4 hour candle close above the 200 moving average. Very nice. This is what dreams are made of, man. Momentum shifting. Look, a low, the lowest low, now higher lows being established. And the upside is tremendous. A lot of upside. If this holds, ACST, textbook harmonic, man. How about run? Let's go run. Another beautiful asset. It's only beautiful because of the charts, right? At an inflection point, it sprung July 19th. It back tested the spring, in my opinion, July 27th. It's above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. And its momentum is shifting. A low, the lowest low, now higher low. It's almost like an inverse head and shoulders is there. We don't even need it, man. Because we know it's, you know, sizing up risk and stuff. Stop losses below 46.73. Take profits at $80 and change eventually. And it's not just Sun Run. It's Sun Power that had a good day today at 4.67%. One low, then the higher low. So accumulation, but where is the higher low? Oh, it's not just in outer space. It's at a strategic level. Yeah, go all the way back. Ah, yes, to 2013, 2015 level. I think that was it. Yeah, I mean, that's it, man. So you're going up 27.45, you break that, boom. Going to 31.84 and beyond. And this is where like X, A, B, C, D occurs. Huge wave up, right? So, yeah. Sun Power. These assets look really primed for higher prices. These solar powered companies. I don't know. It's like they just look good technically. But wait, there's more. What about AMD that hit all-time highs today? Its highest level ever. 115, 114.92. What's up, Rygar? Thanks for 20, dude. I mean, did it hit the 1618? I believe it did. High to low. Nope, it was so close. The golden mean ratio is 115.83. So, I mean, it seems very possible you'll see that soon. You know, maybe tomorrow. God, this thing been killing it. Straight line up after it broke out of its range. Did what Amazon could not do at all. Hey, Vinny A, thanks so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Sorry, I didn't see that. Fellas, we were on a roll. Please be sure to sync up the Patreon and the Discord. You gotta do it, man. That's where the trade setups, the education, all the value is the community. All right, thanks, dude. It did what assets do in price discovery. Exactly, it's discovering price very fast, rapidly. Growth stock hype. No dividends. All right, so they gotta grow. Kroger today finally hit the high. Yeah, we knew it was going there. I mean, like, based on the technicals, right? When an asset breaks and holds something, it goes to the next level. I mean, I remember saying, like, you know, a couple months ago, looks like Kroger's headed to the next level, and it's just all-time highs, I believe. Yes, it is all-time highs. Kroger is testing that all-time high from January 2016 today. Let's see, did it make its highest level ever today?
Just synced it. Glad to be here.
I don't think it did. My God, it was so close. Look, it's beautiful though. This is what happened. You mean 3643 was such a real area, and you just kept support multiple times, higher lows. That's it, man. In between 3643 and 4267 was pretty much straight up, straight down. All right, so that's just great, man. What's up, Guh? The NYs just synced it. Glad to be here. Thanks, man. And talk to you in the Patreon chat, the Citadel in the Discord, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Ulta looks really strong right now, man. Look at this. All these higher lows. This is all-time highs. Okay, Ulta, oh, it's very close to all-time highs. Yeah, it's nearing that. It's like that 88% retrace level, isn't it? Dang, man. You know, where you think, all right, bats, bearish bat patterns up here. But, dude, it is just looking so strong with these higher lows now. And you know it's probably going to go test 360 to 369, all right? So strong looking right now. Beast. Is it extra? Extra did really well today. Dude, look at this, chat. SLCA above the 200-day moving average, above the inflection point now. Really strong close today. Close at your highest high, all right? And so if anything above 10 bucks, you could go to $13.52 to $14. It's beautiful, man. Yeah. So this range-bound asset holding here and technically making a higher low than the previous low. May 3rd, you did make a higher low July 19th. Slight amount of accumulation. Almost like a shark up there too. Shark going on. I'm not worried about it. Oh, J-Mub, did you just go from the old grandfathered in plan to the normal plan? Thanks, dude. If you did that on purpose, I don't know. So look at this, dude. You're talking about range-bound assets. You're talking about, oh, I like trading. Well, look at SLCA, because this is the stuff like where low-risk, high-reward opportunities are, right here on this. We've already looked at several of those today. What else could you ask for, dude? From a TA stream, stuff like this. UI is nuts, dude. That bullish cipher presented itself, just meandering, floating on up. Like no big deal. It's crazy, dude. I mean, eventually 362 and 403. ConocoPhillips is one of the top gainers in the S&P 500 today. Man, look at this triple hidden bullish divergence on ConocoPhillips beginning to play out now. A little bit. It's not really, but man, 3 lows, you know, they're higher than the next. Let's see if it goes back up to $63, that's where the probability is really high. It's going up to like 74 bucks. Okay. So let's see what happens on that. Dude, IP. Come on, dude. IP. Daily falling wedge pattern. Bullish divergence, and it's not just where the wedge is happening. $58 is the old 2015 level, dude. Bringing this up to patrons, this is insane, dude. February 2015 was an all-time high, and look how many times historically the asset had been regarding it as resistance, up thrusting and failing and dumping, and then it broke at one time, and it went nuts when it did. And then look what happened, another up thrust, and then it destroyed, right? COVID. But look, when you broke, oh, hold on. But look, you're now trying for the first time in history on international paper, you're attempting to backtest it as support. Okay, and while you're trying to attempt to backtest as support, there happens to be two downsloping converging trend lines, which is falling wedge, which is bullish, and then at the inflection point that is most critical, there's implication that sellers are exhausted there. That's it, dude. That's like, okay, that's actionable stuff. That's powerful technicals on this that imply massive upside. Okay. Xylem gone, dude, all-time highs. I don't know, it's just nuts, dude. Just ridiculous. Target, all-time highs today. It continues, man. Royal Dutch Shell, anything above 37.18 is extremely bullish. Oh man, like it can go all the way up to $56 eventually. At least fill a gap at $49. It's probably where it's headed if it stays above this long enough. Fell below it to test the 200-day moving average. Crazy, man. Oh, dude, look at Cigna, man. This is so stupid. Look at this high back in February 2018. Look at this high from November 2018. Look at this high from January 2021. Even a high right here, February of 2020, right? I mean, even there. Like that's, look what's happening. Like ICX is back testing that old level as support for the first time ever. And at that level just happens to be the 200-day moving average. And at the same time, you got bullish divergence. I mean, you're diverging bullishly on the oscillators. CIs looks great, man. If this holds, dude, holy crap. The upside could probably be going to all-time highs again, like 267. It's wild. And you just have like this little pin-it or a little wet. Look at that. You broke a supply line locally. Look at it, man. It was like a mini wedge. Mini wedge. Down sloping flag after a drawdown. That's like an exhaustion pattern. Like sellers are exhausted down here. Market participants were never able to, you know, it never made deep enough of a retrace for people to sell it off again. So this just, it extended on and then popped. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, Hood's insane too. It went up like a lot, man. So another one. It's coming, dude. Moon time. Wells Fargo's about to moon, dude. Wells Fargo's about to go to $56 probably. Not kidding. This is so powerful. The absorption of remaining supply when it was on the upside, dude. Down here, this is it, dude. That right there, all accumulation, double bottoming, confirming that this area is support for real now. So you will probably be going up to massively higher levels on Wells Fargo. That's not new. Okay, we've been talking about this whole time, man, since, you know, mid-July. So strong. Garmin all-time highs. Look at Garmin, dude. Think Target's amazing? Garmin's the one, dude. It's the god stock. Crazy, man. $160.98. Best Buy, it looks like in a range, is trying to locally double bottom. So, you know, could be going up to 123 again. Okay. Yep, another one talked about, look at this chat. I mean, you see a falling wedge here on the container store. You know, I'd like to see it above $11, $12, preferably. But, dude, this thing has, you know, it's in a massive uptrend. It could be correcting now, and this may fail, and there's not really an edge either down here. But you can't argue with the fact that you got two downsloping converging trend lines, which is nice. You know, it's bullish. So let's see what happens on this one. Just maybe put it on your watch list if you want. Whirlpool, that is a trade setup for patrons. Why? Good reason. It's confirming a bottom like Wells Fargo. But where? Well, 215, 217 is extremely important because it goes all the way back to 2015 as an all-time high, and you're above it, man, after confirming the bottom's in. And it's like bullish divergence, convergence to boot. And now, as long as the asset just stays above 215, 217, this thing could fly. This could go to 246, 251, the deep retraces, all right? For the XABCD structure, the W shape. Yep. That's it, man. BAMM, Whirlpool. I mean, you're pretty much breaking it. You're right at it, man. It's very close. Some are parabolic straight line up, but not all. Another one that was, I think, crazy. Dude, look at this. I mean, Bank of New York Mellon, also one of those other patrons, a right angled and descending broadening formation. Beautiful structure here. Beautiful. I mean, it's one horizontal line and then one down sloping demand line. Patterns, these are bullish continuations. Think of this like an ascending triangle. But it's not. It's just its own structure, okay? It's not, it's a broadening formation. It's not a wedge. A lot of people get confused with thinking this is a descending broadening wedge or something. It's not. Right angled descending broadening formation. And a breakout would most likely take it to, I mean, probably all-time highs. Thing was in a downtrend, created its harmonic, and even got a reversal low October 30th, and it was gone, man. Beautiful. And it certainly broke out of its downtrend, had been in for multiple years. Okay, so anything above $50 is, yeah, $60, all-time highs. To boot, on this lower low, you had bullish divergence on the daily, on the MACD. So anyway, man, I'm just kind of like, they're not even. I don't know why it went default. It goes default to that white somehow. I don't know why, dude. Anyway, dude, I'm just going through assets that I scanned to date. I could keep going forever, but what's the point? I don't know. Oh no, we're not gonna have crazy children screaming. Oh my god. FireEye's great, man. It's just hanging on, $20.63. This is it, dude. I mean, it's in phase E of Wyckoff accumulation, in my opinion. I mean, for now, phase E. It's held the range. It's above it, not once but twice. It's even like making really nice back tests of the old 2016 level. I think this is just patience is required on this one. I mean, of course it can fail, but dude, it had a nice markup and it's holding this level now, and now it's unable to get back down to that 1867 like it has twice before. So I'm still okay. I still own FireEye. Even though it hasn't done anything for me, whatever, man. I'm just patient, man. Looking at the chart, right? Crazy Wyckoff accumulation in its final phase. Thought your toast mug came in today. Excellent, man. What's up, Nick, dude?
Noise!
FTM if you haven't already, please, sir.
Well, look, dude, thank you. I mean, I think we looked at this recently. You know, it caught its reaction off pretty much nothing. It's not even a shark. It was nothing. It was literally no harmonic. Where did it reverse? Literally nowhere that made that much sense. It just is one that was like, okay, there's 1,000, 2,000 S coins, and this one was not special at all. It's been unable to break a 26-cent resistance yet. The same high from July 8th. Same low from April 21st and that wick high from January 21st, or sorry, January 29th of this year. So I mean, it's just like, if it breaks that, okay, you could very well go to 37 cents. You haven't yet, and it's okay. Like it could pull back, and you know, there's a little bit of hidden bearish divergence, Class C hidden bearish divergence, where you make a high, the same high with higher levels of positive momentum. Okay, so I mean, you know, the most discernible event that occurred on this chart was the lowest candle close since February 10th, right? That's the most recent event. There was no accumulate. There's certainly still no accumulation on this asset, right? What was Luna? Luna was showing accumulation locally for when that's Kava accumulation. Even Lena in the end, you know. But this one, lowest low. Ugh. You want to look for the ones showing accumulation, man, just because we understand the psychologies of buyers and sellers and what it means when there's a higher low versus the lowest low of the correction, man. Oh, did they? How did that happen?
CDLD/USD, possible price target.
What's up, Steven? Thanks, man. Well, look, yep. I'm looking at, oh yeah, Rygar, I got you, dude, I got him, yep, it's all right. So I don't to tell you, you break 26 cents, you could see much higher prices on an asset that has only made lower highs, lower lows since the correction in mid-May, right? That's FTM, Phantom. You don't break 26 cents, it could be going to make a lower low again, but it's, you know, not a big deal. It's pulling back as Bitcoin's pulling back, but if Bitcoin starts turning around, runs to 40K, this asset could very well break 26 cents and run up to 37 cents, okay? So don't even, I mean, I'm just saying, they're just better assets out there than FTM, certainly. Okay, I see why maybe you're asking about, hold on, it might be an S coin. No, thank God, it's not an S coin. Jesus. So, APPH app harvest, got the volume, it has, you know, it had its run up and it's dumped, it's corrected, and it's lost certainly 88+% of its value, right? Yep. Just go from its lowest low of all time to its highest side of all time. You're 94, 95% retrace. We're plotting them all, man. Like, I mean, all the lows down here. There's a long way to go still. But no Japanese candlestick reversal. Good God, you haven't seen positive momentum on the daily since June 14th. You've just been getting destroyed. I see your plot, you're asking about it, you're requesting it because you see the M shape. I see it too. Right? Closer to a Gartley, but I mean, look at it, man. It was a Gartley, doesn't matter. No demand. 88% retrace, no demand. Things down, went to 100% retrace. Now I'm just like, no one wants to buy this crap. No one's buying it. No one at all. So yeah, you got it down here, and you know you're in the midst. I mean, you're very close to just invalidating it, right? I mean, stop losses for a bullish bat pattern are just below X. You're about to be below X. But what's interesting is you're about to be finally at some levels of real support that go back to November and October of last year, even June of last year. So you're about to just lose all your value. I'm not sure about this because it's certainly no confirmation low yet, right? Just it'd be a reaction. You haven't even reacted at these levels. You haven't. Dude. As long as you hit or you miss, man, on these sets sometimes. So yeah, sure, M shape, 100% in M shape, 98% M shape. There is no bullish divergence from one low to the next low. Let's go to the weekly, you know. God, dude, the weekly's so bad.
Thoughts on KL/NYSE? Gangs.
Pass the tardy sauce. We already looked at KL, but we'll look at it again, Mr. Hyde, for you. Thank you, man, for the contribution to the stream. Thank you, dude. So, give me a Japanese candlestick reversal down here or something. Give me a bullish engulfing candle. You know, lose the negative Momo. You haven't seen positive momentum on the weekly since March 8th, man. Just, I don't think there's enough data here to say, hey, I'm so bullish. Yes, but you are at levels where you've lost all your value. Congratulations. And maybe on the weekly, this is the confirmation low being worked on, but it's not ready yet. Not on the daily. Doesn't look like it. So give me some more data. A Japanese candlestick reversal would be great, but you just don't have it yet. And you're not at supports either, looking left on the daily. So just, you could maybe be double bottoming down here. So pay attention to it. Keep your eye on it. Put it on your watch list. Sure, if you want to, you know, dumpster dive. And if you get a bullish engulfing candle or something like that, then come back to it, and then, you know, maybe we'll start talking. I need something. It just made its lowest low today. While the S&P 500 made all-time highs, it made its lowest low since May 13th. Pretty much matched it. That's terrible. Because think about what's going to happen to this asset if the S&P 500 goes into an actual correction. Gross. Things going to outperform and getting devastated. There you go, Rygar. I like it, man. I like it. This next one. I have memory of this place. Memory of this place. Okay. It's been a while since I've been here, though. But dang, dude. I should have been here. It's like a bullish bat pattern. Bullish Gartley pattern. And it's making that higher low. I love this. Dang, dude. Dang. I mean, it went a little deeper, like all of them. Like, this is the Gartley right here. Bullish Gartley right there. Reacted. Man. Not too much support resistance. Dude, that could have been it. This could be it. I mean, this is where the asset could run up to 358 eventually from here. That's a real Gartley, dude. That is an undeniable bullish Gartley, and you reacted there, and you were showing bullish divergence down here on the 4 hour at least, back at July 20th. But it's trying to break above this 200 moving average that it has not been able to break above. It was, the last time it was above, it was mid-July. You're trying, dude, desperately. It's really tough when Bitcoin's doing what it's doing, right? But in the end, I mean, locally, it looks like hidden bullish divergence is undeniable here, right? Lows, higher lows, right? Higher levels, negative momentum, implying continuation here on kind of both oscillators. Dang, man. CGLD. I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to my watch list, dude. Dang, never do
Been
that.
catching up, and boy, does it music hit different attacks too low. Hope you're having a good one, man. Still got an eye on the Energizer Bunny.
What's up, jalapenos, dude? Yeah, the 113% shark, I believe. I'm thinking it got sprung back above, or it's at that critical inflection point. Yeah, maybe. So I don't know. Like, I mean, it's still pretty close to the PCZ. It's 236, and then 273 is where it's at now. And I think, like, if it's gonna play out, it's going to 358, then 428. Those would be your targets up there. Okay. CGLD looks actually really good. Right, higher low than the previous low. Now, many assets not doing what CGLD is doing. Real. A lot of upside on CGLD if this plays out. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect M shape, but it's a Gartley. All right, back to KL Kirkland Gold that did very well today, man. Potential inverse head and shoulder, one of the most pretty potential inverse head and shoulders that exist on all markets right now. This is one of the prettiest, okay? So, I mean, why? Because, maybe spot price on gold's showing the same type of structure. This one's just outperforming it today, nearing the necklines at $45. I'm sure it probably has something to do with not having a $10 trillion market cap like spot price on gold. Yeah, that probably makes it easy. It's 11.5 billion. Much easier to move the meter. So, I love it, man. I mean, this is a trade setup, a literal trade setup for patrons. Posted sometime last month, but it's off its low, and it's going the neckline. It breaks that neckline. See you at $51 at least to test that high from September 2019. That's your Kirkland Gold. Beautiful, dude. Spring back test of spring to boot on the right shoulder. It was nice. 45 more likes for what? Like 100 likes, dude? Probably. I don't even check anymore because it's just depressing. I don't know. It's like, hey, man, Bitcoin has 4 down days, minimal down days for them. It's just like everyone stops watching, stops caring again. It's just like, oh my God, man. It's like most people don't care about TA. They just care about hype on Bitcoin. That's all it is to like 95% of people, I think. Yep. Energizer, I'm just looking at it, why not, man? The 113% retrace area right there, and yes, it is certainly back above a major inflection point. This is a very big deal on Energizer. If this can hold, dude, that's so much upside based on history. When this asset gets back above 42.30 and change for a while, it goes really high. It rallies hard as F. Energizer Holdings is springing after breaking below a critical support. It's done it before, okay? But every time it's gotten right back above it, and if it holds here, there could be tremendous upside on Energizer. All right, that's it. That's your Energizer. Bullish divergence was down here too. Nice reversal occurred on the daily. So hold it, and you could be running to like $50+ on Energizer. Yes, this is the area to watch between $41, $42. Okay, you're above it. Nice. That's it. Literally it. What do you want to request? All right, dude. So been live an hour, 20 minutes. So thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'm gonna go eat tacos. Taco Tuesday with some friends. And maybe a little bit more hype another time. Whatever, I don't care. I mean, like, what do I care? Dude, you see how many, and that's not even, I didn't go into all the stocks, man. In my scanning session, there's so many that look good. We already went over so many that look good already today. So I'm just saying, man, like, if you care about actual charts and technical analysis, there's so much to be amped up for, so much hype. But if you only care about Bitcoin, yeah, dude, you're not gonna give a crap about anything. You're just gonna care about when you see a green candle on one crypto, on one asset, you know? So it's like, okay, let that be your Lord and Savior. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Okay?